Good afternoon, folks. Yes, good afternoon. I got a very late start today. Me and the wife went to a bunch of different places and hung out, and now I'm back home. And today I have this part here done, right? Not done, but done enough for me to go into the next stage where I need to mount him to a type of base. So I got these scrap pieces of walnut here. We're going to go ahead and make a base for this, and he has to be fastened pretty securely to this base. So we're going to go ahead and do this. All right? Okay. All right. So I got I cut some pieces of the base, and some wood for the base, as I mentioned before. But while I'm waiting for some pieces to dry, I'm going to go ahead and insert these threaded inserts. They're little teeny tiny guys, but I'm going to try to mount them underneath his feet here. And normally these are meant for wood, and you drill a hole that's about, actually, that diameter there, and then you screw this in, and it self-threads. But this isn't wood. This is actually sort of clay, and I got a feeling if I drill an undersized hole in there and I go to screw this in, it's going to split and crack this. So I'm going to go ahead and drill it slightly oversized, just enough to push this in there, and then we'll epoxy this insert in, and then this here screw will screw in from the bottom, and he will mount to the base. All right, we got him. Got him in the old vise here. We're going to go ahead and tickle the bottom of his foot. I'm thinking right about here. Rocking a little bit. How far up is he? Right about there. Is that about the depth that I need? Yep. That's good. We'll go ahead and glue that up in there like that. Even a little further, actually. So they get a really good bite. See if it gets fuel and if it's black. Okay. If it has green floaties, like a lava lamp. Stick this. So, is the weather getting any better up there in Minnesota, gang? Answer me. Answer me. Yeah. It's all foamy. It's gonna get good though. You know, when I'm in the shop, if you hear in the background, I like to have videos on of other people doing stuff, fixing stuff, making stuff. Kind of keeps me sort of motivated, for lack of a better definition. You can go ahead and set this upside down like that. Smack some glue in there. You should see the exciting things happening in the fuel filter. It's almost as good as the lava lamp. Oh no. No, you gotta see it. Here, we're trading spots. You have to see this. It's that entertaining. I really like it. So I'm watching Vice Grip Garage. And I mentioned that before. Big fan of Vice Grip. I also like to watch Adam Savage from Mythbusters. He's got a channel where he makes stuff too. I enjoy that a lot.
Another accelerator pop. It's gonna heal. Yeah, it'll be fine. It's gonna self-heal. I think it will. The fuel is clearing up, so that's good.
Okay.
Did you like the disco effect on that filter, though? Huh? Didn't you see all the caramel and bubbles? Oh, yeah. It was
Okay, a little squirt of
for a minute. It was weird. It's running good right now.
a squirt of activator.
We needed the big fancy engines. We gave her some cold, Italian tune-up. Now she's running. We're kind of thinking they probably had some sticky lifters or something there for a minute. Still a little
Here's
tacky.
one. All right, we'll get the other foot.
Boy, the 2-jet just continues to impress.
Fresh.
All right.
Fresher.
All right, buddy, get your other foot tickled. Here we go. Gucci, Gucci, go.
Do more with multi-use.
Let's see, make sure I get the high point right there. Okay. Is that going to be long enough? Yep. All right. So we'll flip him upside down. Yeah, I went to an actual hobby store today instead of going to Hobby Lobby. You know, like an old store, hobby store. You know, because usually those guys. Whoops. When I was a kid, there was a hobby store in my neighborhood, and actually hung out there a lot. And those people were very nice and very informative. Help you out with any questions. This hobby store, not so much. Yeah, not so much at all. You would think, you know, a little politeness and a little customer service would kind of benefit them in this age of Amazon and all these Temus and all these places where you can get stuff much cheaper, right? You want to, that would be the kind of, the one thing that they would offer over an online store. But no, he's kind of a dick. Yep. Kind of a dick.
Just needed some idle adjustment. You know, sometimes I do turn the idle up at the pitch on my
Why is that not? What's going on?
Fight them at stoplights and stuff. But
I don't want to glue the
fan's working great. It's pulling a bunch of heat. The water pump's not
actual screw in there.
Man, how's the crank case? Nothing. None. We'll let it warm up, and then I'm going to test the clutch here in a minute, and then we've got to figure out headlights, which we don't have any dash lights either. I'm hoping it might just be the headlight fuse. And then
There we go.
shoot the dimmer, high-low
Should
beam
be
switch,
good.
which is usually a issue.
And I'm going to put these little brass screws somewhere
The battery, all we got to do
somewhere
is
safe.
through one of the leads on the headlight, and it'll backfeed
Oh,
through the whole system.
just realized I
Actually, we could probably
bought one monitor than the other. Okay, put this screw somewhere safe.
I'm going to jump in and just test the clutch here.
There we go.
See what it does.
All right, so we got that there. Okay. Brass insert, just like that. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and glue some more parts on this base. I guess I can walk you over here and show you what I'm doing. You know, it's just a basic little base, and I'm trying to do some kind of, you know, make it look a little nice, even though it's just a base. So I'm putting mitered edges on here and all that, so we'll keep going. Good morning, everybody. It is the next day. It's been kind of tricky the last couple of weeks trying to find the time to work on Mr. Robot here, but so here's Mr. Robot in his current state, right? I got his head glued on. I got some wires going, and I'm going to be kind of all over the place today because I got a lot of things drying and stuff. Here's the lower half, his legs and hips, as I've been painting and weathering and aging and all that. So as you can see, I've got some of his gears painted like a brass color and weathered his feet a little bit because you just stomp around in the dirt and the mud and all that. So, but I'm going to continue on, and while I'm waiting for other stuff to dry, I'm going to go ahead and paint this set of gears right here. And you can tell they're kind of like, they got a little bit of scorching on them. And this is a trick that I learned recently. Like, usually this type of plastic, you know, like for models and stuff, or not for models, but this type of plastic that they make like cheap toys and stuff out of, it does not paint very well unless you prep it. And there's a couple of ways you could do it. Even if you put primer on it, the primer's not going to stick. So a trick that I learned from the old YouTube is to take a lighter or a little small pin torch or whatever. Let's see if I can hold this one hand. Come on. Okay, so you got that. Then you take a lighter like this. Focus. The lighter like that. And you just kind of hold it over it and just let the flames just kiss it a little bit. And then the paint sticks to it. So I'm going to go ahead and set that up, and we're going to paint this brass. Alright, a little paint there. Yeah. I'm going to need a couple of coats. Definitely going to need a couple of coats. Yep. Oh, maybe I should kind of hold this in the frame so you can watch, and I'm looking more at the where my hand is on the part more than trying to keep it in the camera, so I do apologize. So there's a lot of parts on here that I don't need to paint, a lot of areas I should say, that I don't need to paint because it will not be seen. And what would be the point of wasting paint? And also, the parts that won't be seen will be glued, so I don't know how well the glue will hold onto the paint, so I won't paint that area. So happy Sunday to everybody. I hope you guys are all doing alright. I want to say a hello to my friends and family still up in Minnesota, and my friends and family that are around the other parts of the country too. I want to say hi to my sister Terry out in California. My Uncle Bill out in Oklahoma, and my Uncle Troy here in Arizona. Say hi to him. I don't know if he watches or not, but yeah. Okay, so say hi to my friends Shane and Brent and Greg, Court. All these guys. Want to say special hello to Greg, and to get well soon. He's been going through some medical issues lately, and I want to wish him a speedy recovery. Alright, there we go. There's a blurry out of focus thing. Okay. I'll give that a little bit to dry up here. And gonna move on to another part where I gotta run some wires in this fella here. Yep, up the old keister, and we'll keep going. All right, okay, all right, guys. So I've got them all wired up here, as you can see, and now I got to stuff all of the wiring into his cavity, and then glue this back on, and then we'll start to kind of fill in the whoops. Yeah, we'll fill in the seams and stuff. Let me see if I can get this adjusted. Okay. Try to stuff this all in there. I hope I don't have to drill out anymore, but if I do, I do. Trying to get this all put in there without kinking any wires. Oh, hey, does that actually work? Sweet. Alright. So, will that work? Like that? I may have to... Oh, that was close. Alright. Okay. Now that I've got them closed in there, I want to check one more time. Make sure that I didn't short any wires out. Hold on. Okay, it worked. I'm trying to not reveal too much for the end of this, because I want to show some surprises for you. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and glue this back on, and then we'll move on to another step. All right. Okay, so I got to like I said, this video has been all over the place. I got this guy seamed up, sanded, and primered. Gonna wait for him to dry. I'm back on the base here. I made this base out of solid walnut. I cut out these voids on the bottom to accommodate the batteries and all that. I'm gonna go ahead and put a coat of this lacquer over this, and then I'm going to call it a day for this video. Alright, so sorry about the scatteredness of it, but I still wanted to show you some of the progress. So, alright guys, I'll go ahead and varnish this and show you what it is, how it looks, and then we'll call it a day. Here we go. Just a clear coat. This is walnut, so you don't want to mess it up by putting any stain on there, because it's such a naturally pretty wood. So go ahead. All right, now we'll go ahead and varnish it or finish it up, and then show you what it looks like when I'm done. Okay, well there it is, with a nice clear coat of varnish on there. So, but that's going to do it for today, guys. So it's getting kind of late in the afternoon, and I got to kind of get myself ready for work tomorrow. So, alright guys, we'll see you next time. Bye.